All right, just give me a second to make sure everything's working. Not the best morning today. All right, let me check the microphone. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, that was bad. Wait. Wait. Yeah, that was really weird. Okay, give me a second. Full stream here. And now let's reboot everything. Oh man, Opera. Workplace. Opera. Opera. Come on, Opera. Right, let's just pin this. Make sure that it's working. Thanks for stopping by, exclamation point. Mind leaving a like, question mark. Liked, exclamation point. Stay in the chat. Freaking caps lock. Right, I'm just gonna leave this here for the vertical stream and heading over to my actual horizontal stream to pin my comments. Oh wait, never mind. I need to actually do other things for this as well. At the very least, I'll need this. Save the title and description on this, and make sure that things are working on this stream. Yeah, everything's manual. Wonderful. Oh boy. Come on, actually send the chat, please. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna just go to my face cam so people know that I'm actually here. And say hello, folks. It's me and Biggie. I'm back. We're live. And as you can see, I'm still sideways, so everything's ruined in the plans for today. I wanted to do sitting up stream, but apparently it's not going to happen until the weekend. And I can't do I hate this. I hate everything. I'm fine, but I hate everything. I hate my body right now, and I'll do better. I'll feel better in a second, but right now what I'm feeling is just I hate everything that's happening and the situations. But we're well, hopefully I'll be doing better by the end of the stream. And if any of my members show up, I'll just talk about the actual plans that are coming up. So instead of the actual original plan of me doing the read through of my script, setting up and then recording like I originally planned, I'll need to actually just read the script while I'm on my side, which is not ideal. So I can't actually use the recording at all. The only thing that I'll be getting is the feedback. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna have to make it members only, so it's going to be a bit of a privilege for those for mostly it's just Manta, but any other members could actually join and have a look if you're actually interested in seeing the script early and then help me modify it and stuff, or if there's any questions they actually wanted me to address during the script. But otherwise, we're just going to go stream normally today, and a little bit later we'll do a members only stream. So there's that. But yeah, you know, yeah, never mind. It's just that I'm already doing well. But my caretaker said, no, we're not sitting up today. And if my caretaker says that, then we're not sitting up today. It's also, yeah, there's that. Not the best way to start the stream off, I know, but oh well, I'm just gonna go to my member screen just to thank everybody who's still here. Apilux, Manta, Bruno, I'm Islam, Chris Burton, Lord Yelanak, and Orphan Slayer. Thank you for being members at the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment. And hopefully by the time, but yeah, it's her discretion. If I sit up today, then I might regret not being able to sit up. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to argue. I don't want friction on either. I don't want friction either for my precious soul or on my on what is suggested that my body goes through. But seriously, I'm just I could be. Yeah, I could be in a better place today, but I'm not. I'll let you know that. Let's play some Rogue Trader, get my mind off things. And hopefully things are gonna be a little bit better for me. But yeah. Okay. Wait. What's going on with my... Oh, okay. Give me a second. Yep. Nope. Okay. Get my face back. There we go. Okay. Right, let's load the game. And go to the Void Ship Bridge here. That's our last save. Okay, where we last left off. Yeah, okay. Here's a thing though. I'm a little bit how do I say this? I'm torn between going for, let me just see what happens. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully everything's fine on all the ends here. So yeah, we're at a point now where there's a couple of things that I did, which is I put in toy box just in case anything breaks during the stream, right? And right now, Danger Risk is fine as is. right? And we've gone off with a Blade Dancer Archmilitant archetype, which is going to be pretty interesting. The question is whether if we want to switch archetypes. And if we want to switch archetypes, he's going to have to be a different character altogether. With instead of being a Blade Dancer Archmilitant, we're going to turn him into a Warrior Assassin. But if we turn him into a Warrior Assassin, the downside of that is that he's going to be requiring a bit of a different build. But yeah, let's go with Blade Dancer Archmilitant here. Because on my second playthrough, I'm just thinking I wanted to turn into a maybe if we're going with Saint Zara as a character, the question becomes: which path do we want? Which character type do we want? Do you want some sort of ballistics character? And if we want to go instead of, but yeah, that's going to be a little bit later. There's just so many archetypes that I want to actually try playing as. That's why. And the reason I wanted to do this is that if we decide to respec our character with Danrock, if we wanted to try, okay, never mind. I'll demonstrate this later. But if we want to try respecing our characters with Danrock, we can't repick our original archetype. That's the only problem. And if we want to respec our original archetype, it's going to be, and the only downside to this right now is that our equipment, our playstyle needs to change completely. But yeah, that's fine. We'll just go with the characters as is. Yeah, let me just have a look again at Jay Medarda in terms of what she is doing. So currently she has the highest coercion, highest commerce, also highest logic, tech use, persuasion. In comparison to, okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, so yeah, right now the Kasia is our weakest link, but she's doing a lot of damage with her willpower, right? She has the highest awareness out of everybody, except for maybe Idira. Idira has 70. I have 70. I have the highest Medicaid. But in that battle, we saw that we just gave her a huge bunch of damage by just going AoE eyes and single target gaze. Same with Adira. So currently it's Lore Warp as her highest thing, right? Lorzinos at 95. Oh, her awareness is pretty high too at 90. Cool, the Lorzinos on her is even higher. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Jay is just covering all grounds except for demolition. Her logic's amazing too. So yeah, literally everything is working out for her. Okay. Because the only other two characters with high demolition is Argenta, a little bit on Cabela. If we do go oops all waifus, then it's going to be Cabela for her high demolition. But the warp lore for Idira is at 70. Abelard's our athletics carouse character. Yeah, Idira needs to be here for the warp lore. Yeah, even the Heinrichs is no good for warp lore. Has to be Idira. But yeah, the only other character we might need to consider is whether it's going to be Argenta or it probably has to be Argenta. But like I said, the only problem with Argenta is who does she replace? She can't really replace Cassia because Cassia's our best character. And if we and Irlet is also really strong. The only other thing we could do is respec Dangeresque so he's higher on demolition, but it's sad that his wait he could go definitely higher on demolition because he's not using his Medicae much, is he? But his Medicae, but his hmm. Man, it is a bit of a rough choice. Argenta just does so much damage. And I don't want to just dismiss Jay out of the group just because she does less damage than anyone else. Okay. Let's just go ahead and go through the Corona's expanse and see where we head off to. If not, spend some time with Cabela.
Domin. I'm here, Domin. Come.
And taking a bath afterwards. And now the question becomes, where do we go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? We also haven't been to the other compartment. To the Astropathic Chapel. Zachary. Choir Master Vise turns to you long before you reach him. A chill runs down your spine, as if someone were watching you from inside your own being. But we failed a willpower test. Okay. Which autosave was this? And it will load here, just to be sure. Oh, I probably want to move my window up here so that I could see where the viewers are coming from. How strong is the willpower test here?
I always keep initiations open.
There we go. You shroud your... you summon your will and drive out the unpleasant sensation. The choir master smiles sadly. You shroud your mind well, your lordship, and yet I can guess why you have come. With all due respect, I'm asking you to reconsider. Should rather not take part in the search of the mutineers. It's my wish to be useful to your lordship, but what you have come for will put the ship in peril. A ritual of this kind can and certainly will go for the worst way possible. Your predecessor came to me with the same orders once. Nothing good came of it. Please believe me, Lord Captain, when I say a mountain of corpses was the least of the problems we faced last time. So you performed the ritual before for Theodora. Many years ago, it was a time when Lady Theodora had become anxious. Perhaps the Lord Inquisitor's interest in her affairs adversely affected her, shall we say. Trust in her own subjects. She was expecting a betrayal, and eventually her paranoia brought her to me. Performed the ritual, but the choir ceased to exist. I remember that day, Lord Captain, when we arrived at the chapel. There was blood and human remains everywhere, but that was the least of the terrifying things we saw there. The Asuryani spent decades tempering the spirits before touching the veil. You lack the gift of time, yet you seek to harness the power that are only too pleased with your ignorance. What is the nature of this ritual, then? It takes the entire choir's power to invade such a prodigious number of minds at once. I weave their voices into a chord and steer it into the murky seas of other people's souls. Together we read tens of thousands of thoughts, emotions, and intents, looking for the thing we are after. The seed of corruption you are interested in. Lord Captain, do you know the proverb about staring too long into the abyss? What you're asking for is tantamount to plunging the entire choir into the abyss. A ritual like that will require incredible focus from each of its participants. Take a single careless thought, a single glance into the wrong direction, for the way back to be lost. Human minds fusing into another, vitrified organs inside still living bodies, perverse fantasies manifest in flesh, and nothing will stop the horrors of the warp from spreading all over the ship in the blink of an eye. And even if I agreed, it would be impossible. I would need a second powerful telepath as a defender to shield my mind. The last time, my best apprentice, Adeline, did that, but she is no longer with us. She was exceptionally talented, rivaling even myself. Now I know of only one Psyker in the entire expanse who is her equal, but he is bound to the service of one House Winterscale's planetary governors, and thus unavailable to us, which makes you dangerous enterprise. They're a dangerous enterprise and impossibility, so how bad was it? Worse than you could imagine, your lordship. It took only a fraction of a second, lingering inside another mind for one of the astropaths to lose control of their own. The affliction spread down the chain like fire. No one was spared, and the minds of my charges could not withstand the tension. Consciousness were caught in a vortex of alien thoughts. The fortunate ones died at once. As for the rest, how did you survive then? I managed to send out a call for help and did my best to contain the phantoms of my own before Lady Theodora arrived. I was the only survivor out of the entire choir. Her ladyship allowed me to spend a month in a secluded cell upon whose floor and walls I drew the most powerful protective hexagrams I knew. I was crushed. I was broken. And worst of all, I was afraid. Afraid of meeting the same fate as Adeline and my other apprentices. An astropath must never be afraid, your lordship. One who yields to fear dies and dooms around them, but how do you punish the choir afterwards? Lady Theodora bombarded Administratum for months with requests to provide her with a new astropathic choir. In the end, new voices did fill the chapel. They were never told what happened to the previous choir, but they have inklings, and they pray to the God Emperor and never find out the details of the tragedy. How is it possible? It's akin to heresy. It is not heresy, but it's indeed a dangerous tool that will only yield a mighty hand. At that time, we were going to all too well. The choir's many voiced like never before. Adeline and many talented apprentices sound louder than the rest of the astropaths in all the expanse. We were strong, and confident enough to take a bold gamble, and we lost. The important thing I am interested to know is, what is the ritual successful at that time? Did you find what you were looking for? I did find it, but the price. Yes, Lady Theodora got the name she wanted, but was it worth it? A tragedy had remained a secret hidden within the chapel. We were a hair's breadth away from becoming an epitaph inscribed in the ship's remains. It is fair to say my predecessor was being herself there. Please, Lord Captain, learning from her mistakes instead of committing out your own. I see. It must not be done. We could find a psyker who will help you perform the ritual. And who is it? How about Adira? Absolutely not. She's a witch, an abomination. She will only make this situation worse. The beast of the world will sense her heresy-prone soul and descend upon us in droves. Will you look at that? The great choir master, scared of my little whispers. Stop shaking, will you, old man? I'm going to protect you and your bulgy pies from what's behind the door. You thank me yet. Idira's a bad choice. Heinrich's a psyker. He could help. Master von Kerlux is a brilliant biomancer, your lordship, but as far as I know, he's not particularly adept at telepathy or psyker's protective rituals, is he? You mentioned knowing a powerful psyker employed by the Winter Scale. Who is he? Master Harriman is a seasoned telepath, but his lord would never part with such an incredibly valuable specialist. A sizable amount of money will be necessary to organize Master Harriman's escape. Perhaps you will use useful contacts at your disposal. Could assist with the unfortunate with his situation. Yep. Before becoming a rogue trader, you were a Calixian crime lord. A professional to set up his escape, send his message. You ought to know. But yes, I do have a few acquaintances with considerable experience in abduction. The charge should but a modest fee to for the services. Yeah. Let's go ahead and try that. Please, Master Harriman will welcome the news of a forthcoming release. His presence of the lodge is quite unpleasant. His present lodge is quite unpleasant. I will report back once Master Harriman has been brought on the board. Yep. So that's one way of doing this. But I think if we decided to bring Adira, use Adira, the battle afterwards will be significantly harder. Right? I'm going to go back to my quarters for the ablutions.
My dad started the day on the floor, eyes purple, crying.
Oh man, that sucks. Well, hopefully things turned out better during the day. Wait.
He wanted to get his phone.
Ah, okay. Well, I've started the day with the news that I won't be getting on my seat today. So I'm also at that point where I could be feeling better. I started off a stream ranting, and that probably drove a couple of people off as well. But I was ranting
How do you get yourself off the ground if you accidentally pancake?
I can't. If I accidentally pancake, I cannot get myself off the ground. I don't have the capability. My caretaker probably doesn't have the capability. So the closest thing that we could do, well, we'd probably try getting the hoist machine to line up the hoist machine to try to lift me up. But the hoist machine doesn't actually go close enough to the ground for me to do that. So it is a thank you, Monero Gamer. Thank you for the like. But yeah, it is probably going to involve either a call from my...
So EMS.
Yeah, it's EMS. It is either EMS or just a call to my doctor, whoever, or my physiotherapist, whoever could arrive here quicker. But it's going to involve EMS. And considering I weigh like 220 odd pounds, it's not going to be an easy time for the EMS either. But at least the EMS will have the board that can lift my body up. And most of the time during the day that I'm spending, I'm spending with a single caretaker. If money wasn't an issue, I'll tell you now. If money wasn't an
Awkward
issue,
sack of potatoes.
Yes, and if money wasn't an issue, I would hire 2 caretakers. That would save a lot of problems. And if money wasn't an issue, I would be using it to invest and stuff, so that I could make a little bit back per month. But that's not something I am at liberty to do at the moment. Anyways, back to Rogue Trader. We're just going ahead and do that.
I would love to do caretaker things in Thailand.
You probably won't. Oh, thank you. But you probably won't if you know what it... the thing is, the cost of living is low.
Obviously.
Yeah. The thing is probably not... You'll need to adjust to... what expectations you'll have, because I'll tell you now, the average caretaker here could expect something like $500 a month. The cost of living is lower over here. So if you live
Thailand
in
is overall poorer.
Yes. Well, we're not poorer. The cost of living is lower. You could have a meal, like a full meal over here would cost something like $3. And if you know where to get if you're a fan of Thai food and rice and stuff, you could with that, you know where to get a full meal that you can't actually but it's going to involve rice and stuff. And if you're going to depend on things like instant noodles, right? A pack of instant noodles here is about 25 cents. Yeah, so if you want, you could spend less than $10 a month on food here, but that's going to be like stupidly bad for your health. But it is doable. I obviously can't do that because it's very, very bad for my health. And but for the sake of convenience, you spend a lot more on food. But you got to be smart. If you're smart about food, then you could actually, like I said, spend less.
So I have to adjust to the poor person meal strats.
Yeah. If you adjust to the poor person meal strats, and then you don't mind living in a well, there's a couple of places with there's the language barrier, of course, but there's also just a bunch of the thing is, labor is expected to be cheaper here. It is just, everything needs to be cheaper. Everything is like super It is not. And one thing is that if you're used to cooler weather, then I'll say it now, as a person who's lived in both cold weather climes and warm weather climate, you can't escape the heat without spending more on electricity. Literally, if
am
you
gonna suffer in the summer.
yeah, if you are okay with 100 degrees heat, then just using a fan, if you're able to just say, okay, I'm going to use a fan and then I'll try to survive somehow. That's and try sleeping through the night through that. Versus yeah,
I am
pretty
used to
much.
the extremes living in the Midwest. You get both extremes.
Yeah.
I cannot fan.
Yeah. Fans are obviously, it is obviously the roughest. Okay, so over here, what's happening right now is that we have options on what we could do. So Mundus Nilius is the one with the next bit of the quest. This is to restore administrative use on the Dragonus and talk to the Master of Seals. Over here. There's also this area. We just scout the planet with a message to avoid fear sent from and save the Eldari survivors. And we also have the Tenebrous Aquae over here for the Eldari survivors, and then Kranach.
If it's legit cooler to sleep outside than in my apartment, my honeymoon phase will crash way sooner.
There's you can't sleep outside because of the mosquitoes. You'll literally be you'll be all the mosquitoes will be all over you, unfortunately. Sleeping outside over here in Bangkok isn't an option. And it doesn't matter where you are. It is equally as humid inside and outside. It doesn't actually even it doesn't even actually just do anything. The humidity is abysmal. Right, let's go ahead and walk here. Yeah.
It's that.
Mm-hmm. Apologies for disturbing you, Lord Captain. Just thought you should know the Lady Navigator successfully guided the ship out of the warp's hold and led the Sanctum Navis, but instead of going to her chambers as usual, she headed for yours. Perhaps you want to prepare for the meeting. Okay. Yes, madam.
Greetings, Lord Captain. I meant to inform you that our journey through the warp went well. My navigator's gaze perceived the light and astronomical beyond the tumultuous waves of the Sea of Souls, albeit some difficulty. The crew and the master helmsman conducted themselves adequately. My instructors during the jump helped them find their focus and guide the ship without any serious incidents.
Either thank you for your report, but I had already noticed for myself that the ship was intact. Unless, of course, the last few hours of my life had all been a cunning trick of the warp. But no, I never doubted you for your abilities as a navigator, Lady Cassia. My crew is unfortunate to have you. Cassia's expression changed subtly, and she gives a reserved nod.
It pleases me to hear this, Lord Captain. I'm equally satisfied with your manner of command.
And she's fidgeting awkwardly, glancing around the study. I see you have many
compelling works of art here, but
Let me change my sentence. So athletic shorts and a tank top.
Yeah. Athletic shorts, tanks. Yeah. You could, well, depending on your, yeah. That's probably as much as you're going to be able to get away with over here. But again, the more exposed your skin is, the more prone to mosquito bites is they're gonna be. But for me, I have to sleep without clothing
My
in
first
air
ever
conditioning.
tank top.
Yeah. For me it's hot, but to be fair, my sweat glands don't really work. So right now the closest thing I have is an insane electrical bill, as well as having to sleep without clothing in air conditioning. That's the closest thing I have to deal with. And currently, if you didn't remember, a few years back, I think last year, we hit record highs in heat. I think we
Mine
went
don't
up to.
really work well to cool me off.
I think we're at. Did we go up all the way to 120 degrees Fahrenheit? And a lot of people couldn't cope with the heat very well, because seriously, we just cook inside our own bodies because the humidity is too high for us to sweat, or something like that.
Sounds right.
Yeah, my quarters do indeed sort of like exquisite finery. Might I hope that one of your paintings will soon adorn these walls, maybe? Okay, you truly wish that I would, but I must admit I'm nothing more than an amateur. You have to forgive me, Lord Captain, but I do not think that it is such a good idea. These chambers are in need of masterpieces, while I merely paint for my own pleasure. Her furtive smile speaks louder than her polite refusal. Yeah. One other thing I meant to tell you, that is, I am quite well read, and my knowledge is not limited to the navigator's craft. I am versed in many other scholarly fields, such as centuries' history of the Galaxy sector, or navigators are taught to familiarize themselves with the warp in childhood. Should you require my help, that is to say, my counsel, my knowledge is extensive, so please don't hesitate to ask. To prove your worth to me, Cassia, with each passing day, I learn about new sides of you, and you amaze me with every time. Yep. I think number 2 is... I think number 2 is a little bit too much for Cassia. We're scorching you with our disapproving gaze. Ah, rogue trader, suggestive intimation so the lady navigator doesn't even occur. Yep. Yeah, so that's a no-no. If we load the game to the Void Ship Bridge again, but man, oh man, I think whatchamacallit, I've been bombarded with the craziness right now regarding what you guys have. Man, the news cycle in the US is so insane right now. Everything's crazy. Like crazy. Okay, เดี๋ยวขอกาแฟด้วยนะ Everything's crazy in the US. And I don't see a way out for you. And unfortunately, I don't see a way out for you, but okay, thanks for the report. All right. Never doubted your abilities. Okay, this place will be breathtaking. You don't need to prove your worth to me. Yep. Cassie looks away, but before you catch a strange fleeting expression on her face. Could it be joy? I apologize. I must be distracting you from your important matters with this. Please permit me to leave your presence, Lord Captain. Yeah, it's just Cassia being very cute. Like, oh my, thank you. Man, I think people weren't ready to oh man, what do I even want to talk about what's happening with the with you guys in terms of your news cycles, like what's actually being released and what's actually happening, and it's rough. Everything's so rough. Did I want to talk to the Hypectorium for some reason? Yeah. I'll go F5 here. I wanted to see if there's anything I wanted to trade for. Okay. So looking at the Imperial Navy, we could have 1 and 2 items over here if we decided to upgrade a little. The long-range broadside plasma macro cannons versus the Riser pattern plasma battery is long-range 3 shots, 21 damage. Meh. The engine is going to be nice. Yep. But sort by cost. I'll just trade here. And we'll get some more trophies later. Yep. The heretic trophies give us a little bit less. So there's that. So go escape. What about the fellowship? Right, with the fellowship, we have a bunch of things that we could actually trade for. The auto pistol is kind of meh. The hammer is an interesting item, certainly, but it is less strong than the great sword. The Brink Walker pendant. Move without provoking attacks of opportunity as long as they have less than 50 wounds. And the acid spitter, I hardly know her. Is a 2-handed ranged weapon. An exotic Weber. Impulse boots. When the wearer makes a melee area attack, they regain +2 MP. And gain +10% critical hit chance. Lasts until the end of the round and it stacks. Of monofilament grenades. Wait, impulse boots. It's amazing for us, isn't it? Yep. And then also as the pirate chainmail is a little bit stronger. For somebody who doesn't require dodge penalty. Okay, that's good. For the Staff of Endless Flame. We have this staff. Power level 7 gains the Inferno ability. Ability is also available in the Heroic Act. That requires Pyromancy. So this is probably very good for Idera. Needle Pistol could be good for some of our other characters too. Hunt down the prey bonuses. Whenever they kill a target marked as prey, they gain a stacking bonus from this ability once again. Right. It is so there's so many things we could actually get from these guys. All the way to the swashbuckling cloak, right? Two melee weapons equipped, plus 10 weapon skill, and plus 15% critical damage. Oh, wow. Okay. But how much do we want to actually give to get all the way to level 11? Let's go ahead and see. Let's max some reputations. So we have heretics, trophies, and Xeno artifacts. Okay. So we just right, Hieronymus Doloroso could get reputation from holy gifts. So holy gifts here. Holy gifts and heretic trophies. So holy gifts, heretic trophies. Heretic trophies, Xenos. Heretic trophies and Xenos. Okay. So we'll sort by cost. And we'll just pick Xenos artifacts here. Yeah, because the jewelry is down to 300, so that's probably your best. We don't have any heretic trophies left. At level 4, what can we trade? Just filaments, pirate chainmails, and impulse boots. Okay. And nothing except for the industrial hammer at level 5, which is meh. Yeah, that's a bit meh. And that means that we need to go to Hieronymus. And let's see, reputation, cost. Let's drop all them holy gifts. Okay, at 200, we could just drop a ship's component. Grab ourselves a Milton's cloak. Cannot be parried or dodged. That's fine. I'm interested to see if the heavy bolter could be of any use. Cloak of Retribution is a little bit meh as well. The Power Claymore is a slightly better sword than the Serrated Greatsword, but it's not nearly as good as not nearly. I would probably want the Rock Saw. Yeah, the Rock Saw is a probably something we want to get eventually. Man, but that's level 7? Can we even get to level 7 from here? I mean, we can get rid of all these uniform and armor kits. I mean, what else are we going to do with these guys?
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy, mana. As you can see, I'm on my side. Still. I don't have the, well, I don't have
Curses.
the permission. Yep. I don't have the permission to do that. Up to set up yet for today. So what's going to happen is that at around, if you look at the, what time is it? In about 2 hours from now, I'm going to end stream. And there's going to be a members only stream over on YouTube where I'm just going to read my script and see what you think. I want some progress.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I want some progress. Gosh, just level 3 at the moment. Let's just go with as many provisions as we... Well, provisions is only 100, so... I don't know if I want that. Well, if it's only 100, 1550, we just need 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's what? 50, 60 more? Yep. Let's grab all of these. Yeah, I really want to get all the way up to Drusian 7 for the heavy rock saw. But that's going to be a little while before that becomes a thing. Yeah. But okay. Let's go with our... And we have a little bit of a... let's go inventory here and just sort. I have a bit of a question on what we want to do with our weapons. Our heavy bolter is apparently listed as less damage, but I'm not sure if it does more damage thanks to the whatchamacallit, her abilities. Because if we look at her character and her archetype, the arch militant, the latest one is whatchamacallit, not all out. I think breaking point. Heavy weapons deals +1 damage and plus 10% damage, ignores 2 deflection with heavy weapon proficiency. So yeah, eventually she'll become super strong. Right now what I'm having trouble with is deciding who to keep in the group or who not to. Like Cassia's super strong. Jay is really great on all the stat checks. You are Irlet is really strong for her abilities, but she has whatchamacallit, Xenos lore as the only thing that is good, that's strong with her. But the unfortunate thing is that the Xenos lore for Jay is higher. So if we really want to make all of our characters the most balanced team, Irlet's the one that we have to replace. And we have to replace her with Argenta for our demolition checks. Eventually we could bring Irlet, but the thing is, Irlet right now is the strongest damaging character in our team.
Always the struggle with these games.
Yep. It is damage over stats. And if I were to make things easier for me, then I could definitely just make Biggie here a whatchamacallit. Well, we could make him add more demolitions to him instead of Medicae. Because right now the checks that we have for Dangeresque is Medicae and demolition. Everyone else has slightly higher stats. Yep. Okay. With that being said, we recently just had a little bit of the... Did we make sure that we bought everything? Because if we actually spent a little bit with the Navy, we could get some of our better weapons and things. Okay. So if we go with this and go cost and do 15, avoid heretic trophies. The thing is, all these trophies are whatchamacallit, specific to these guys, so might as well trade. And now we have a lathe pattern 2B engine and the riser plasma battery. Let's buy all available. And let's go ahead and have a look at our development for components. This is a strict upgrade. Add this to the cargo. Right, so this is a torpedo tubes with firing 4 plasma with 19 damage warheads and a long-range lance weapon. And as well as this, which is long-range broadside that deals 3 shots of 33 and 4 shots of 21 for the short-range weapons. I think that's not nearly as strong. Okay. What's this? Flagship's integrity. Yeah, no components, armor. Okay. Right. Let's go to the Corona's Expanse, and we'll think about the things later. And if we really want to go to... Okay, let's go ahead and visit the Muro 79. Let's go ahead and visit this place. Scan. What is this? A strange and frightening discovery was made at one of the sites of this frozen world. A countless human bodies suspended in the clear of ice glacier. Bodies showed no signs of injury. It was as if they had dived into the liquid water the moment before it turned to solid ice, freezing them in place with their eyes wide open and their hair fanning out behind them. Searches uncovered nothing that could explain this mystery. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and go to see this little area. Let's scan. Begin the scans. More plastiles. Well, at least this is a 5 plastile. Fine. What about the explorators? Hello, Void Station. The rogue trader ships abducted Mechanica's Void Station met with the hostile scrutiny of the station's defense lasers. Explorator Lex Mechanic, who introduced themselves as Service Unit 42, dispassionately inquires how the station can be of use to the rogue trader. Can we trade resources? Station requires rare transuranium elements of natural gas for research for an undisclosed nature. For its part, station cannot offer the rogue trader anything in exchange at the moment. Okay, so we give them... but Adeptus Mechanicus representative on footfall will certainly repay him for his aid. Fine, we'll give this for... Ooh, 1 profit factor. Nice. Okay, let's leave. With 1 profit factor, we could actually get more stuff. But let's go ahead and seek these unknown ships. Lord Captain, with an Imperial Navy squadron preparing to engage a pirate mob. The forces of both flotillas are comparable. Do you wish to intervene? Right, let's hail the commander of the Imperial Navy forces. Who are you trying to kill out there? Greetings, rogue trader. We have tracked down a gang of murderers led by the notorious criminal Lucretia van der Roysen. This woman is responsible for many atrocities, including the murder of her own father, the planetary governor of the Imperial world, Seleucar. She conspired her with a void-dumb rabble, helped them commit a massacre on her home planet, became their leader, and now she's running amok. I've invited you to join me in bringing her to justice. Let's hail the commander or gang boss or whoever's in charge of those scoundrels. Your lordship, this is Princess Lucretia van der Roysen. I beg you, do not remain on the sidelines. That old ruffian, Admiral Sarhal, is willing to kill thousands of people just to get me.
He is not a force of justice. He's obsessed with his own personal desires. He has been stalking me for years. He's got to my father to agree to our wedding, and even now refuses to give up. Please protect me and the handful of freedom fighters like myself. We do not want to be ruled by tyrants like Zahar Hall.
Wait a minute. A bunch of a princess of a nation being sought after by the Imperial Navy forces to get wed as she runs away and escapes. This is Gundam Seed, isn't it? It's Kira, isn't it? Kira Yamato protecting the princess. We have to force to take the role of Kira Yamato. We have to force it. We're forced to take the role of Kira Yamato. Either we side with the princess and become Kira, or we side with the Imperial forces. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give this to Manta to decide. Because you're here. Who do we side with, Manta? With whom do we actually become allies with? And we're not leaving. It's free XP.
We become Kira, LOL.
Yeah, we become Kira. We're going engaging. We'll help protect the Imperial Navy. Today, I fight for freedom. It's pirate sympathizers been identified. Will be held to Imperial justice. Okay. Do we have friggin' Gundam Seed music that's gonna get us demonetized? Kira, we had... Holy cow, that's a lot of dudes. I'll let you know now, as the smartest option amongst all of this is to stay out of the action for as long as possible. Ooh, look at them. And let them shoot at each other for as long as you can. Oh well, we're doing well. They're doing pretty well. Okay, never mind. Look at all them frigates. Okay. Dictator class cruiser. Yep. Right, so the Great Anselmo, what do you do? We do have...
would be mad, LOL.
We do have a ram. Right? straight into the Dictator. No, we don't have a ram, actually. Huh. But let's go ahead and pew pew. Right. We have a Miskel. Wait. Why can't we Miskel?
Fire ZE missiles.
A little bit too far away from the ramming speed. And we do
Fire
have
the
a...
Ursa claws.
Yep. I think going straight in is Louis. It is dumb. Yeah, it is dumb to just go straight into the Dictator. Yep. So we are probably avoiding the ramming speed. Okay, let's have a look. See here. That's with that, we're hopefully getting these ship will probably lose, right? But it's probably just smarter for us to... Oh, could we ram from... Oh, no, we can't ram from here. No.
Famous quote by Lodarasarin.
So we go here. Do we have 1 and 2 shots? Yep. Okay. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, no, we forgot to... Okay, let me just load. Because what happened was, for some odd reason, Idira left our group and wasn't placed back into the void ship. So we don't have a turnaround. Idira left her post. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Wait. Okay,
She
let
is
me...
the captain of the World Eaters flagship, the Conqueror. She went traitor along with the World Eaters. Despite being a mere human, the World Eaters give her massive respect for her ruthless ability to command her ship.
Command her, I hardly know her. Thinking through, this is 90? Yeah. Unfortunately, if we do give, yeah, I think overall, if we put Irlet over here, it's going to be less ability of a damaging ability. And we don't have an expeditious reload. Yep.
Lodara even has more command on the ship than the Primarch of the World Eaters, Angren. Asterisk then.
Okay. I just realized that if we keep enough of a distance. I just realized that range is so much more important than damage. Because if we keep, if we're able to keep at a long range, we could basically just deal a bunch of damage without getting hit back, unless they remaneuver. Oh, that's different. Okay. A bunch of ranged weaponry. Okay, leave the explorator station. Okay, let's hope that the actual battle results isn't different this time. Go Cobra class. Shoot at the those destroyers. Yikes. Okay. All right. Pew pew. Yeah, this is so much worse than the first time we played through it. Okay. At least one dude gets hit. Okay, Dedge.
Oh my goodness.
Right, the falchion should take care of that. Final. Oh wow. Dedge. Interceptor, we hardly know her. Not the dictator. Oh no, that's going to... yeah.
Dictator, I
Oh, dear.
hardly know her.
Ah, damn it. Right. Missiles, ram. We do have a ramming speed. A pew. We have pew 1, pew 2. And pew 3 and pew 4. What are we gonna do? Let's start off with things we could do from here. Fine. The great Anselmo shall provide some attacks. Ramming speed. Bonk. Which means that we could... Oh, wait. And now we could use a warp turn. Oh. Nice. Now we could go pew pew. And with that, we'll regenerate our shields. We've got the best shields. Hopefully that didn't kill us. Because if it did, we're just going to restart the battle. Stay alive. Look at those interceptors. Oh, that frigate is hopefully going to distract the dictator. Oh, noes. Oh boy. Okay. That's a dead ship. Let's use our missiles. Move forward like so. We're going to go with increased mobility. Go ahead and pew pew. More pew pews. We can't quite ram them. But we do have a... Hey, can we move over here and just go Explosivo? Explosivo!
Their head explode.
It's just so bad. Come on, pew pew them a bit more. Pew pew bomber wings. Nice. The frigates are going to try to shoot at the bigger ship. Good. Pew pew. That's one more dude, Dej. Oh, you missed against the little ship. Go, go, Fury Interceptors! Yep, shoot at the big dictatorship. Ow! Hold up, please, shields. Okay. Okay. We do have the best. I got the best shields. So we got 1, 2. Yep. Missiles. Pew pews. More pew pews. I hope that I didn't actually screw up with that, because that made us the only target in that vicinity. Alright, shoot him from the side. Oh, come on. Bomber wing, shoot him. Go, go, frigate. Distract him. Come on. Destroy him. Destroy it. 8 HP. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, we got too close. And we also released the missiles too close. Well, we'll try again. That was really close. That
Dang
was... Yeah. That was much closer than before. Destroyer goes in. They also go straight into the cloud. Okay, that's destroyers targeting the larger ship. Right, so the Cobra class destroyer should target that dude. Okay. More misses. I'm gonna target another destroyer. Okay, good. Literally shoot at him one more time. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, dodge. Shoot at this dude. One. Okay, launch the interceptor. Go, interceptors. There goes the shields. Stay alive. No. There goes the shields. Interceptor. I hardly know her. Oh, come on. Oh, well, that did destroy their other shields. Okay. Right. What would the great Anselmo do in this situation? The only thing that we could do is do this. Well, actually, no. Launch a missile here. Then we'll do pew pew.
Their shields down! Crush them!
And we'll go pew pew pew. Then go head sideways. Nice strong attack like so. And then we have a warp turn. So the warp turn should go against Let's do this, because you don't have any shields against us. Warp turn. Alright. That should be more than enough. One more Dedge dude.
A Viper class, I hardly know her.
Hey, rude. That's just... this is not ideal in terms of how things are being played out. Because, oh, the dictator decided to not shoot at anything. That's good. We'll go ahead and use this to move over here. Because the question
what?
is...
TDS doesn't like the word Katan?
Are you serious, TDS? What do I do? Okay. We could do one of these. No, actually, what do we have? We have a 3 shots. Yep. One, two, three. Pew pew. Do a return. Pew pew. Yep, that's everything we could do. And now let's go ahead and what do we do? I want a bomba, but I want to bomba you at the point. where it's the... Yeah. Most likely that you're going to shoot. What are you doing, interceptors? Why didn't you shoot at the... friggin... Damn it! That blew it up. Stay alive. Okay. Right. Let's go ahead and see if we can make this little guy able to move further. Only thing we could do at this range is this. The only and we're pretty much safe. Unfortunately, we're a little bit too far to detonate the torpedoes. Interceptors, don't go and move yourself somewhere that's sus. Go ahead, bombers. Pew pew them. Okay, there goes the friggin' frigate. And the little ship. Okay, and off he goes. Trying to run away. Ooh, we actually made it. Looks like we made it. Boom. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a good... This looks like a job for me. Now everybody just follow me because I need a little controversy because it feels so empty without me.
We broke their shield. Now break their spirit.
Let's go. Whip. Oh, Dedge. Look at that. Look at all those XPs. Nice. And look at all those scraps and all those trophies. My goodness. Fighter's deck. Fury Interceptors. All Fury Interceptors will be launched through torpedo tubes. A Fury Interceptor wing consists of 4 attack craft, each equipped with a heavy laser turret, can only be used with torpedo tubes mounted on the prow. Up to 2 wings of Fury Interceptors can be active at a time. Yep, let's bring in the Interceptor, although we hardly know her. Right, we have upgrades. Up, dudes.
Right, Lucretia von der Reusen. Your lordship, I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Please accept my sincere appreciation and a shuttle with gifts. In addition to the spoils taken from my defeated enemy, the presents include a very special item. The old bastard Zarahol is very proud to possess it. I'll send it a word of your kindness to all corners of the Expanse, and let the Fellowship of the Void know that you're a friend of the Free People. Sniper's Bravado. Whenever the wearer's single-shot ranged attack deals damage equal to more than 25% of the target's maximum wounds, this attack randomly inflicts blind staggers or slows on that target. Wow, that's kind of nice. We got 2 Profit Factor and Fellowship of the Void. Yep. Where will you go now? To a place where there are no ranks, no authority, no tyrants, no arranged marriages. Hope our paths will cross again one day, but for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, how nice. Unfortunately, I do believe that despite everything, is not as good. While self-calibrating goggles, the successful single attack inflicts stun on a target for 1 round. Target fails the willpower resist. Okay. So this is good for single attacks versus the self-calibrating goggles. Blind stagger or slow is nice. Versus this. Is this exploit upon exploit? You know what I could do? But this is not too good because our character is reliant on multiple target attacks. If we decide to go with a single target attack, it's going to be less effective. Impulse boots works so much better for you though. Makes a melee area attack that regain +2 movement points and get +10 crit chance. Lasts until the end of the round. Yep. Impulse boots feels better for you. And this is Ergo boots. Agility by 5, athletics by 10. Versus whereas kill 2 or more enemies with a single attack. That's not it. Increase dodge. Does her ability count as psi power? That's an interesting thought. But it's not going to be more than 20% dodge, is it? It's only 6% dodge. Inertia boots could actually go on Abelard versus agility and athletics.
if it's dodge, parried, or scores a crit. Sororitas boots. Kill 5 enemies in a row in 1 turn. That's so hard to trigger. Battle Psyker boots is just better. Wait, did we actually get ourselves a Staff of Fire? We don't have that yet, do we? Foe Hammer. Rate of Fire is... Okay, Pirate's Chainmail. Okay. No, this is Fellowship boost. That's more important. Plus 10 bonus to ballistic skill. I wonder if we go this, give this to you. And I wonder if this is just better for you. With a successful single target attack. Because with Abelard is just doing a bunch of single target attacks all the time. And let's see. We're immune to crits for the first 3 rounds. More coercion. Nothing. No, thank you.
We got a Mad Max Max.
Yep. Plus 10 toughness. Whenever the wearer's wounds drop below 35%, the wearer gains plus 15 wounds. Laura Xenos. Kills the target with an exploit using a Deadeye shot. No. Oh yeah, we have a sniper rifle thing. Single shot ranged attack deals damage equal to... Yeah, we don't
Johnny
have a...
Snooper Bravado.
Yeah. This is range attack plus 8% damage. What is this? Still more stacks of Blood Blessed. No. We don't have any headgear for these guys. Maybe this one. Kills enemy in monster radius with a shot. Plus 1 resolve until the end of combat. Nah. Yeah, we don't have any good helmets for the Danger Rescue yet. Even though the headgear here is great for a sniper. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and save as we go back to the Coronis Expanse and look for new warp targets. New routes. And we have a Mundus Nilius. Warp. Wait, why are we heading to the bridge? What the deuce? Dianas and Lacerax, pungent animal sent in your history notes, a huge predator, materializing out of nowhere in the middle of the chambers, studies you with an unblinking gaze. Yep. Okay. Cautiously look around first. You see nothing to indicate where the strange new marvel has come from. The animal tracks your every move. Something about you seems to have captured its attention. There's a good pet. The beast tentatively flexes its tail. Oh my. Jay! It is you, isn't it? Sit there, Sirocco, and be a good Ooh! Have you two already met, Shireen? Is this your pet? I kind of want one for myself, She is for you, Shireen, a gift from me. Generous hearts do not hide their feelings, but shower their nearest and dearest with gifts. I won't deny it. Choosing a gift for worthy of a rogue trader wasn't easy, but I tried my best. Do you like her? Why would you give me a Lacerax? Can you think of a better pet for the rogue trader? Laceraxes are fearsome, strong, and proud creatures. That's like gifting you a tiger, isn't it? Just like you. You'll strike on to the hearts of your guests when they see you have tamed so wild and dangerous a creature, and if anyone misbehaves, you can always feed them to the Lacerax. And it will be the most...
Let her use the ice cream machine.
Impressive. Admit it, it's a magnificent accessory. I shall name him out of the sheet. What did you get her? I hired hunters to catch me a suitable beast in the jungle of Dianas. She cost me 7 times what she weighs, but the Exalted One does not send us friends, so we can be stingy with our affections, does he? Is she house-trained at all? I have already taught her a command. Don't eat. What is her name? I like the name Sirocco. It is the name of a deadly wind that originates in the hottest desert of Ifrit. But you're her owner, so you should name her. When I look at her eyes, I see death there, so that's what I'll call her. Death. She's no Sirocco, she's beauty. A name that's meaningful to my dynasty. Dargona. Laceraxes are dangerous. Name for nasty temper. That's the name of someone. I'll call her Ravora. If she named it already, it's gonna be Sirocco. None of that. Why don't you let me name her that cheat? Sirocco it is. Thanks for the gift.
He.
Arsenal. Attack craft. You could fill your flagship's arsenal with various ammunition that enhances the capabilities of the flagship's weapons. Arsenal has fighters or bomber decks. Your torpedo tubes can launch Fury interceptors or Starhawk bombers instead of regular torpedoes. For several rounds, you'll be able to directly control these special light units, using them to create a distraction and deal damage to your enemies. Attacking craft to have a limited amount of fuel. When empty, they can no longer be controlled directly and return to your flagship automatically. Okay, let's complete. Wait, what are you doing back here, Copper Tongue? Copper Tongue! That means that we need to look at the Void Ship Management. Nice. We have flighter decks, Fury interceptors, to be launched through the torpedoes. Okay. I thought we wanted to upgrade over that development. Right, let's look at their posts. If I remember correctly, you have the ability to vulnerability scan. Flagship's auger scan an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage dealt to the weak points is increased by 30%. Yeah, so there's that. Unless, what is your... Okay, so if I equip you... No, not here.
That beast's name is Lord Scritcher Scratcherson.
That's the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn. If one or both abilities are on cooldown, the cooldown timer is reduced by 1. So this is interesting in that we might... Okay, let's think about our skills for the moment. Currently, she has better... lets us use the swing run on cooldown. Versus J. Versus J that lets us use 2 abilities. We also have you as a stronger option for the Master Cannoneer. But the Master Cannoneer is going to be able to... We could get Expeditious Reload that reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. But then we won't be able to use the torpedo control. And unless we just go and use the vulnerability scan as one of our development skills. The only other thing that is nice is picking vulnerability scan. Flagship's auger scan an enemy ship. All damage dealt to the weak point is increased. And the other one is shield pulse, right? Overloads enemies' shields, redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. If enemy has a holo field, loses several of its charges. The pulse can negate the impact of other Xenos technology. Yeah, so that's the thing, is that you actually have shield pulse, right? Yep. Okay. So what I'm going to do, the smartest thing right now would be to go shield pulse. And maybe vulnerability scan. Because now, if you look at all the posts, yep, we have all the skills already. Yep, vulnerability scan is a free 0 AP cost ability. This is a warp wave. Again, no action points, no action points, no action points. But again, the focused efforts is going to be better eventually once we could unlock more skills here. Okay. Okay. And we could just shuffle people around eventually. But this seems like the quickest. And we also have options to upgrade things. We certainly can upgrade the ram damage. That's one thing. We could also upgrade shields. I got the best shields. We have a couple of things. We have educated labor. Hull integrity is increased by 10%. Emperor's retribution. 5 critical chance hit against chaos enemies. And triumph of justice. Shield strength invasion plus 5%. I'm gonna upgrade ramming speed. Oh, upgrading RAM. That's gonna cost me quite a fair bit. Let's also repair.
At least a house payment, LOL.
Yes, at least a house payment. Let's upgrade the hull. And last but not least, do we even upgrade the hull further? Let's look at... We might want to save for one of these skills, right? We can up hull integrity, no damage. Use the current... Okay, requirements. Yep. What happens if I upgrade swing run? Okay, so... Okay, let's see what other things... Okay, let's look at what we want to see for the upgrade. So with torpedo control, we have gains control of nearest torpedo salvo, granting a plus 5 VMP versus... Oh, we could immediately gain control of our torpedoes versus having to wait one turn. That's interesting. Let's look at the swing run. It is flagship flies in a straight line, making U-turn at the end of the movement, versus straight line making full U-turn at the end of a movement, and can choose its final position from 3 directions. Oh my, that's pretty strong. What about the new heading? While moving, flagships makes its next turn at 90 degrees instead of 45. Cooldown is reduced by 1 turn, right? Yeah. What about Warp Channeler? From this is dealing extra damage, and this is flows of the Imperium, cause the enemy ship to immediately turn 45 or 90 degrees, depending on the ship's maneuverability. Enemy has suffered hull damage this abrupt turn. Additionally, deals damage equal to from 25 to 30% of the ship's missing hull from a 45-degree turn, and deals damage twice for 90-degree turn. Does not affect ships larger than cruisers. So 15 to 20%. And this does more damage, 45 to 50. Let's look at all these other 2 skills and see if they're worth waiting for. Shield Pulse. Overloads the enemy's shields, redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. Enemies has a holo field, loses several of its charges. Pulse can also negate the impact on other Xenos technology. Expends 25% of flagship shields. This does not expend our shields. Okay, shield pulse is up for consideration. The flagship's augurs can scan the enemy ship and highlight its weak points. And if we do that again, 35%. It's a 5%, only one weak point can be highlighted at a time. Okay. Right, so I think out of all this, Shield Master seems kind of nice. But let's look at our components. What are our... Yeah, let's just stick to this. Ship has reached a new level. You can open the Void Ship Management screen from the panel and pressing V. Head to Void Ship Garage. And save here. We're about to... We have half an hour to play this. And to let people know that we're about to do the members only stream soon. So we only have about half an hour before the stream ends. Okay, let's visit this Uncharted system, please. Right, we have to go to... We have to board the Heartless. Oh no, not the Heartless. We also have Captain Sargona's fleet. I hardly know our fleet. Let's begin the scan. Just a gas giant. What about the Hulk? Okay, the augurs have detected wreckage. Let's look at the source of the wreckage. Augur crew reports it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Let's just pick up parts of it. Some of the wreckage is made of plasteel, the rest of some unknown material. Fragments for this nigh impossible to sever corrosive damage. The non-metallic fragments also bear burn marks. Okay. Let's keep scanning. We don't have enough xenotech. More plasteel. Damn it. We don't want more plasteel. We want more xenotech or something. Alright. Smuggler's cache. Okay. That's decent. Get to that planetoid. What's here in the continental world? Study the gas. Come on, Medicaid. Nice. Series of experiments of ships, weapons, spit managed to perfect the 3 different types of ammunition. And gets us some gas cloud grenades. Collect them all. Wait. What happened? Okay. Let's just save. And see if this results in a battle. Tactical report on the enemy. Patch me through to the captain of the Heartless. Solomon, read the criminal verdict, please. Okay, you can wave the lecture on Imperium lawman. As he expands, the mighty pass the sentence there. Will grant you a swift death if you lay down your weapons. What a generous proposal. I think my response will be, I invite you to part. Okay. Can you hear it? That's a Heartless lance weapon. Can you parlay with our guns? Hopefully, we're strong enough to fight it.
I stand ready to serve you.
Okay,
and
some
the
destroyer.
Imperium, Lord Captain.
Three destroyers. And the Heartless. Oh, wow, this seems like a horribly hard battle. Let's see. Okay. I'll probably need to shoot at these destroyers. How about we try out our exploit weakness here? Shoot at the destroyer. Wonder what this will do. Let's actually use this first. Yup.
These ship battles are tricky.
Yep. Bye-bye. What is this? Cloud of explosive gas enhances capabilities of macro cannons. It increases incoming damage. Okay.
Our Gundam / Super Robot Wars training should be applying.
We do this, then we have 1 and 2 attacks. against this guy, but Whom. Wait, that didn't do anything. Should have launched the interceptor second. Okay. Right. If we loaded the battle again, and then we'll launch the interceptor after we shot. Yep. Cobra class destroyer number 1, Cobra class destroyer number 2, Cobra class destroyer number 3, and then the Heartless. With a Fury Interceptor. Right, so like I said, let's start first by marking weakness. And then use this attack, pew pew. We're gonna go, I think, here. Right. We're going to rotate you in case you move. Yep. And now we could use your weak spot to attack you directly. Which destroys those two. Right. We're going to F5 here. Then we're going to use... we have 1... We have 2 and 3. So we go all 3 and do this. We'll send these little interceptors out like so. And then we're gonna go shoot you here. Followed by a shooty you here. And we shield redistributing them with the weakest side facing the flagship. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to do this yet. Okay. Right, what is your pew pew? Yep, let's go pew pew. And we're gonna move you here just so that we be annoying. Oh, the Cobra class destroyer is going to try to run away. Okay. Are you going to pew pew me twice? Yep. You missed. Okay. I'm going to send another dude, right? Wait, just give me a second. Can we pew pew you from here? Actually, let's start off by the shield redistribution. Yep. So that we could just pew pew you here. Now, we'll send out these little annoying little flyer dudes here. And let's see. Pew pew. Nice. There goes your shields. And we're gonna go... Okay, this is this side. So we do this, do we? No. Okay, no. If we go here, does this count as this side? No. Oh well. I guess the Great Anselmo will be forced to do this. And we'll go and stay in these fogs for a little bit. Do you even bother reconstructing the shields? Can we rotate the map? Yeah. 63, 84, 50. Yeah, let's reconstruct the shields this turn. Because the little interceptor dude's going to be able to pew pew you away. I should have actually moved you somewhere closer. Somewhere further. Okay. Okay. Hey. You're gonna run away. Okay. They're going to send out the interceptors. But we've actually were able to... Can we ram? We can't ram. We're gonna go with vulnerability scan. Oh, we got ourselves a vulnerable point of attack, so let's try that. course, we missed. I should have actually moved over here instead. And let's go pew pew. Move you here. Yeah, try your best, buddy. I do believe we have a... Well, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to do this for the pew-pew. Right, that missed, but that's fine. We're going to do a turn. And we have missiles. We can't ram you from here, but we can try to pew you from here. And move forward. And go, darn it, pew. And then we'll use shield redistribution. And do the warp turn. Warp turn! Hooray! And can we target you now? No, we can't. Alright, with a warp turn, I could pew-pew you on your weaker side. And we'll move you over here. And we'll move you here. Pew-pewing you from the weak side. Oh, wow. Wow, we bonked him right out of the, whatchamacallit. Right out of the sky with that weak point attack. My goodness. These little ships really do help out. Lord Captain, the boarding team are raring to go. Yep. The Heartless Gellerfield's generators cooked, so no warp driving for them now. And we've set off fireworks in the primary drive too. The rust buckets isn't going anywhere. We'll begin the assault now on the ships right away. But experience tells me this will go a lot smoother if we just deliver a couple more precise strikes. How about we just flatten a few heretics between the bulkheads to make the fighting easier for you, Lord Captain?
Your lordship, I must remind you that the Heartless has been promised to you as spoils. Every new blow to the ship would also be a blow to the dynasty's treasury. Let's prepare to board. Solomon, are your people ready? Ready and waiting. I'll see you upon the upper deck of the Heartless, Rogue Trader. And I think we are going to have to wait until next time before we do this. Let's just accept things as is, and we're going to call it a video. Tomorrow, I'm actually heading off to see the doctor, a dentist. I haven't been. This is going to be an absolute maybe catastrophe because I haven't been to the dentist in 7 years. Considering my condition, I've been trying to get to go to see a dentist.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been trying to get to see a dentist, and they said that we can't support the dentistry here because you're bedridden. So, with that being said, tomorrow is going to be relatively interesting on how they're going to deal with the fact that I haven't been to see a dentist in 7 years, and hopefully my teeth aren't as bad as I thought that they were going to be. But that being said, it's going to have to be. I'll just accept this, and let's see what happens on the Heartless. It is a quick save. Right. We boarding. Nope, it's not clear. Ooh. Thank you.
Oh hey, Arbits.
Yes. Right. I will lead the Delta Zyke squad on the lower deck through the tight passageways. That's what she said. Promethean pipeworks and service areas where the enemy is at home. Proceed along the upper deck with the objective is to reach the elevator. Rogue Trader, I request that you personally do not put yourself in the line of fire or take away unnecessary risks. We cannot afford to lose you. Once the deck sweep is complete, we'll rendezvous to the regroup and launch the assault. Okay. Right. Another Arbiter squad has been hit hard. Find a way to open the door for... there should be a contestator or control panel nearby, but first, we'll go down and get in position. We'll need to overwhelm the enemy and a surprise attack. Surprise attack! This is very gallant of you to take fire upon yourself to spare me. Okay. I don't want you to die, Solomon. Be careful. Don't risk your life on my account. If you encounter especially stubborn resistance, summon me. I will come to your aid. You don't know well me enough yet. It remains to be seen who will need saving. Trust me. Yep. Don't just get on up. Okay. Right. Let's go. Let's move out. Okay. Off goes the doggo. All right. Yep. Just a bunch of borders. All right. Let's save game here. And call it a video. All right, folks. Just as a side note, where is it? I'm going to go and post the other live stream that we're vacating to. But of course, it's just members only. So this is just for Manta's benefit. So where is it? Where is my screen management screen?
Yeah.
And anyone
so-
who wishes to become a member, wink wink.
Yes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So yeah, this is the next members only stream. So feel free to join in over there. I think this is it. If I click here, would it lead to the stream itself? Yeah, I'm going to, what the stream is just me reading the script. So there's that. I'm going to reduce the network limiter here, the RAM limiter here, and I didn't make a okay, so let's go ahead and have a look-see here. And what else is here? Okay, I'm gonna go, yeah, speaking of the members screen, let's go ahead and go to the members screen to say thank you to all our current members: Apilux, Brenda Manta, Bruno, Amit Slam, and Chris Burton. You guys will be able to join the stream. For the rest of you guys, if you want to click the join button, and you'll be able to join me on the little members only preview slash you could actually watch the stream afterwards anyways as well. But Lord Yelnak and Orphan Slayer, thank you for being the subscribers on Twitch as well. Get turned to a Pokemon amongst other cool badges and emojis. Amongst other perks like cool badges and emojis. But for the rest of you guys, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the button to get notified for when I go live, etc. Alright folks, that's pretty much it for now. It's me and Biggin. I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. And I'll see if you head over there, Manta. Bye for now.